Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance for some romance. Don't cover your eyes. Willow trees know you better than anyone else. It's time you let your guard down. For someone like me, I'd say I'm settled.
Hey friends, welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny if you're new around here, and I'm so excited today to get in here and tackle this family room. We're going to be doing some deep cleaning today. This is part of my spring cleaning series, and it's not too bad as far as messes go, but that's a good thing because we're going to be doing some heavy detail cleaning today. So we want to spend most of our time getting into the details and making sure everything is good and clean before we head into summer. Now, the way I like to deep clean is to take a cloth and wet it with some hot water and some Dawn dish soap. And I just like to kind of strip away all of the furniture polish that's on here from every other time I clean and just kind of get it back to a really good clean surface. My question for you today in the comments is, how often do you like to deep clean? Do you deep clean once a year, twice a year, or quarterly, or some other schedule? Just let me know in the comments. I would love to know.
For someone like me, I'd say I'm settled. And a pretty
Now that I have the coffee table all cleaned and removed from the rug, I'll go ahead and vacuum it with my Shark corded vacuum. This one works really good, and I just wanted to make sure I had some real strong power here to clean this rug. It's a relatively new rug, so I'm not going to shampoo it or anything like that, but I want to give it a good vacuum.
most of all that deserves you. It's crucial that he deserves you. That he deserves you.
Now I'm going to take this Resolve Upholstery and Multi-Fabric Spray and spot clean my son's little chair. So there were some spots on here from some snacks that he was eating, and I just wanted to make sure and get this all cleaned off really well while I was deep cleaning this room. This room is definitely a work in progress right now. It's super empty, and we are waiting on our furniture as patiently as we can. I know in last week's video I mentioned that it was due any day, and that is still true, but we just don't know when. So this is actually the perfect time for me to deep clean this room really well before that new furniture comes. Now, when I was vacuuming off this little side chair, I noticed that there was some pilling going on in the fabric. You can see these little darker spots. So I wanted to try out this fabric shaver that I ordered off of Amazon. And you guys, this thing worked really well. I was really happy with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shave off as much as I can off of this chair, and then I'll let you guys see what I was able to get off.
Oh, here the ocean is near, but you dug a hole and buried my fear.
So I know it doesn't look like much, but as far as fabric pilling, I think this is a pretty good amount that I was able to get off of this fabric. And it is a textured linen fabric, so it's not gonna be smooth, but I wanted to make sure and get some of those pills off, and I was really happy with the way this turned out. The fabric shaver, as well as any other things that I mentioned in this video, will be available in my description box under quick links.
It's all trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble now.
Now that I have the floor cleared off and all the furniture moved to the side, I want to start from top to bottom and get some cleaning done here with my duster. This is an extendable duster pole, and I'll go ahead and get the light fixture as well as all of the tops of the ceilings, the walls, and this curtain rod. All this stuff gets so dusty, and I find this is just the easiest and quickest way to clean this. I saw this on my friend Michelle's channel. It's called Mom to Moms, and it was just a game changer for me because I didn't have to get out my ladder and make it take so much longer. This is just a much easier way to do it for me. I'm gonna clean that window off at the top and then start here on the blinds.
Trouble by trouble, so say your tear. 'Cause it's trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble now.
Now that the blinds are all dusted, I'll go ahead and spray them with this Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner in the basil scent and get them good and clean. I like to take my time with this part because there always is little spills and stains and splatters on here for some reason. So I just want to make sure and get in there really good with this spray and just kind of work my way from top to bottom cleaning these blinds. We recently got these new curtains and I love them so much. They're kind of a linen blend and they're an off-white, and I just think that they soften this area so much and diffuse the light so beautifully. So I've really been enjoying those, and I really just can't wait to see this room get put back together, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to be patient, but it is so hard. We haven't had a sofa for months now, and we are just so ready. There have been so many furniture delays lately, and so I know we're not the only ones, but we are more than ready to get these sofas back in here so we can enjoy this room again. I can just picture us going back to our family movie nights and just hanging out, and when family and friends come over, they have a place to sit other than the dining table. So we are very, very excited. To clean these windows, I'm just using the Method glass cleaner in the mint scent. I really like the way this smells, and I think it does a really good job cleaning the glass. Whenever I'm spring cleaning or doing any kind of deep cleaning, I always try to remember that this is like a big job, and it's okay to take a few days to do it, or a few weeks, or even a couple of months. It really just is a lot of work. So always just be patient with yourself. Do as much as you can for one day and then just call it a day. That's what I've been doing to encourage myself. There's always gonna be work waiting for tomorrow, and that's okay. But for today, this is what I can do.
This time, I'm scared of the unknown, baby. It's something that I've thought about lately. I'm lost, thinking I will rise up someday when it all.
Here I'm just trying to get some of this dirt away from the baseboards and just kind of sweep it out more into the middle so that it's not right by the curtains. And I just kind of did this all around so that I could be ready to sweep. First though, I need to go ahead and clean my TV and my TV stand. For my TV, I like to use the Whoosh screen cleaner. This is a really nice, safe cleaner for your TV screens, and I just love this product. So this is my go-to cleaning product, and you can find it on their website that I keep in my description box. But after this, I'll go ahead and clean off the TV stand, and then we'll move it away from the wall so that we can see what's behind there. Guarantee you there's gonna be some things as well as some dust.
They belong to another goal. Yeah, but I can see all the faces in my mind. They start to show and tell me to keep moving on. I'm scared of the horizon, 'cause I don't know what it's hiding for us. I'm lost, thinking I will rise up someday when it all will make sense in my mind. Ooh, but I'm lost.
Now that I've got the main things pulled out of there and swept up, I'll go ahead and dust off all of these cords. Cords get so dusty, and I always feel like it's just a really good idea to get those cleaned off at least a couple of times a year.
Hard to find what I'm all about.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and give this room a good sweep. I'm treating this room a little bit separately from the office today so that I can just get this area cleaned and get the rug back on before moving to the office. So I'll sweep this area first and give it a good mop. Now I am using my Light and Easy steam mop for these floors today, and I've had some people mention that this might not be the best to use for hardwood floors, but I have checked and it is okay to use for my particular floors on an occasional basis. So I do only do this maybe once or twice a year. The rest of the time I'll use my regular spin mop. So I like to do this once or twice a year just to kind of get off those really stubborn stains from the wood that the other mop just won't get up. And like I said, for my floors, they're engineered hardwood. It is okay. This steam mop doesn't get very hot, so I'm really not too worried about it, and it doesn't put off a lot of water, so these floors don't get really wet. But definitely check with your manufacturer to see if it's okay to use this on your floors, because it may not.
And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free.
My youngest Alex wanted to help me unroll this rug, so I thought that was really cute, and I was happy to have the help. And if you're new here, he is my 3-year-old. I also have a 13-year-old named Nathan and a 16-year-old named Noelle, and I'm married to Tony, and we live here in Southern Louisiana. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I am so appreciative, and I started my channel to help people create clean and calm spaces for themselves and for their families, because I believe it is so, so good for mental health to have a clean and calm space. And it has just helped me so much on my mental health journey, and I love to share that with other people as well. I'd love to invite you to subscribe and join my YouTube family. I'd be so happy to have you. So here it is, day 2, and I'm gonna start here in the office on my husband's side. This is a his and her office, so we just have to share this space, and this is how we've done it. And again, I'll start from top to bottom, just getting the walls and everything up high nice and dusted off.
Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
I'm taking this little Swiffer duster and dusting off these top shelves. I could tell they were really, really dusty, as you can see from the right side of this ledge. So I wanted a duster that I could just throw away when I was done, because these were really, really dusty. I definitely need to clean these a little more often.
Can't turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry somebody.
And now I'm going to clean these windows the same as I cleaned the other ones, by dry dusting first and then using my wet spray, and also pulling up the blinds to clean the windows. And I'll show you in just a minute this window ledge, because it was really dirty and I wanted you guys to see a good before picture.
Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand.
Now during this video, I was going off of my checklist. I like to use a checklist just to keep on track and make sure I'm working from top to bottom. And then if I have to take a break or go help one of my kids or take care of somebody or drive somebody somewhere, I don't lose my place as easily. So if you'd like a checklist, I have free printables on my website. It's called cleanyourwaytocalm.com, and you can head over there and get yourself a free checklist. I have deep cleaning checklists, weekly checklists, daily checklists, whatever you're interested in, and I keep the link in my description box.
That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright.
I'm using this Febreze light spray just to kind of freshen up these curtains. These are relatively new curtains. Almost everything in this room is pretty new. So I just wanted to give them a refresh and give them a nice smelling scent.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life.
Now I'm moving on to my side of the office, and I'm starting out again on this little shelf and get everything dusted off. My husband and I love sharing an office when we are together, like especially on the weekends. He doesn't work from home, but every now and then they'll send him to work from home, so he has to have a lot of equipment at his desk. And we do like being together in that way. The only thing I would change is I wish we had some kind of door, maybe French doors, or some kind of way to kind of soundproof a little bit in here, because when I do voiceovers, if the kids want to watch TV, we do have to kind of coordinate that. So I think that in the future, I would love to have an office inside of a room or something with a door that can shut. But for now, we're super grateful for this space because there's no other place in our house that we could really have an office. So we're really glad to have this.
It's a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rage. Today and not tomorrow.
These desks that we have definitely seen better days, but again, we're grateful for them, and they work, they function. They just don't look as great as they did years ago when we bought them. So I'm just gonna give these a really good cleaning, give them some love, and then we'll move on to the floors.
Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to live.
If you've been overwhelmed lately by the cleaning tasks in your house or just by managing the clutter, or I don't know, just anything like keeping up with your routines or, tackling that room that's just been backed up for weeks or months, I totally understand. I will sit there and just have like the worst analysis paralysis, and I will have no idea where to start because I'll have like 15 things that need my attention, and it just gets overwhelming, and I pretty much don't want to do anything. So I really don't want you guys ever to think that this is just like, oh, something I just get up and do and it's no big deal. This is hard for me, and this takes a lot of just motivation. I have to watch a lot of good YouTube videos before I get up and do this kind of thing. So even though this room was not a disaster by any means, it was still hard for me to get up and do because I really didn't feel like doing it. So you're not alone. If you don't like doing this kind of thing, you're not alone. I just love the feeling that I get when it's done. I don't necessarily love cleaning, but I just love a clean, calm space. So when that is done and I look around and I get that feeling, it makes me really happy and it motivates me to keep going.
Today, well, something's got
I'm gonna go ahead and do that same kind of sweeping. I'll pull away the curtains and just get under there really well. And I know there's a lot of kind of crumbs on the floor, paper trash on the floor, and I'll get under my husband's desk really good as well as mine, and then we'll go ahead and mop these floors.
The truth to justify, but baby, two wrongs doesn't make it right. I'll be yours till the morning light. Right here in the moment, we're breathing life. Both of us lost in this ugly life. Right here, all that matters is you and I. So hold on and let's save this night.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and mop, and I think I forgot to mention that I'm using the Method floor cleaner, the wood floor cleaner, and the almond scent. That one is by far my favorite. It brings about a beautiful shine on the floor, but it also just smells so good because almond, I mean, who doesn't like for your floors to smell like cupcakes or a bakery? That is definitely a win-win in my opinion.
Favorite mistake playing on repeat. Baby, let's feel every heartbeat. I'll be yours till the morning light.
So now his and her office is clean and calm, and it makes me so happy. The living room is clean and calm, and the office as well. So I'm just gonna give you a little overview so that you can kind of see what we did today and kind of capture that feeling that I was trying to describe for you before of what it feels like to look around at a clean and calm space. It just feels so good, and this is why I just keep continuing to do this, moving from room to room, focusing on progress, not perfection. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that it gave you some motivation, some inspiration to tackle some of the projects that you have on your to-do list. I'm always so grateful that you've joined me today. Thank you so much for your support of my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and set that bell notification to all so that I can see you on next week's video. I love you guys so much. Always remember you're not alone and we're in this together. Bye, friends.
Baby,